Love this podcast? Support it and sponsor today. Simply head to ozcastnetwork.com for details.
I want to do a sold-out comedy show across Australia.
That's impossible.
What about getting into acting?
That's impossible.
No, Australian comedic genius Dave Thornton has taught all of us it's unpossible. Starring on the project Upper Middle Bogan and, of course, being a heavyweight in the comedy scene, Dave Thornton is here from the 16th to the 25th of February, bringing you his hilarious show, Dave Thornton's Nothing's Impossible. Welcome to the show, Dave. Dave.
Tom, Callum, thanks for having me. I can't believe you guys got the rights for the Eye of the Tiger just for my intro. That's really lovely.
We fought for that one pretty hard.
Tell you what, Sylvester Stallone was not happy when we won that battle.
I can't wait for you guys to be talking to your producer at the end of the financial year, and they're like, wait, why did you spend 10 grand in February?
It was all worth it.
It was totally worth it. Dave, we are very, very excited to have you back on the show. Like we said in the intro, you're a comedy heavyweight. You're smashing it around the Fringe, but you got a new Fringe show, and the name has captivated us. Can you tell us a little bit about it?
Nothing Unpossible comes from just a sheer lack of any knowledge about grammar, guys. And so I'm just saying for all the kids out there that go to public schools, if you dream, you can achieve, guys. You can also ruin the English language like I just did.
That's it. It's just actually a typo. I wanted to call it impossible, but a little mistake happened on the sheet.
That damn autocorrect, eh?
I've gone real low status, so people come and go, actually, it was kind of like he didn't acquire a brain injury despite the title. That's really nice.
Hey, Dave, I mean, obviously you've been on the scene for a while now. How does visiting Adelaide compare to all the other spots you performed at?
You know what, guys? I feel like this is a public service announcement for everyone in Adelaide. I love the hell out of Fringe. Like, I think it's some of the best fun I have all year. But I feel like when I tell people in Adelaide I'm having so much fun at the Fringe, it's like they want to talk me out of it. They do. I always go, hey, how much fun is this? And they go, yeah, but outside of March, it's pretty shit. And you're like, hey, guys, this is a lot of fun.
Hey, we've got some shit pubs to introduce you to, Dave.
Just see what I mean? Everyone in Adelaide tries to talk it down.
Yeah.
We just need a group session, just a therapy session to sit everyone down from Adelaide and be like, hey, guys, it's really good. It's really good. Just, you know, when Matt Damon in Good Will Hunting, when Robin Williams was like, it's not your fault. And he's like, you don't understand. He's like, it's not your fault. It's like, we just want to give you a hug and say it's good.
Yeah, that's it, Dave. I will tell you one thing, though, that during one of the better things about Fringe that is undeniably cool is that it is a hot spot for all the comedians like yourself. Do you have, if you were to spring to mind, who is the wildest comedian mate of yours to hang out with? Is there anyone that you're just really gearing up to meet when you come down here and it's always a laugh?
Man, to be honest, it's like school camp. Like there's so many comedians and we're all away from our families, away from real responsibilities.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to say that most comedians get loose, if I've got to be honest. Our touring circuit goes Adelaide Fringe and then a few weeks of AA meetings. That's how it works.
Yeah, always off the back of it.
Hey, Dave, is there anyone you're actively avoiding while you're down here? Is there any bad apples?
Oh, maybe you guys know something and I don't. What is... All right, let's create a turf war. Who should I have as an arch nemesis? Hey, you guys pick a comedian and I will have a crack.
Let's start on a comedian right now. We'll start a rumour on this show that you have an issue with someone.
We spoke to Pete Hellier yesterday. Maybe we could start a false little rumour about you two going at it.
Oh, okay, PH. Oh, looks like Strawny's just going to get 5 knuckles, sweet to the chin at the artist bar. Okay,
yes.
Let's make this happen.
Specifically, it wasn't Peter Hellier. It was the alter ego Strawny you have a beef with.
Yeah, Strawny. Oh, you won't be so happy after this interaction, champ. Okay, well, because Pete and I are good mates, but it looks like I'm just going to have a nemesis during the Fringe. So... you watch yourself, Hellier, all right?
All right, turf war initiated. Now, Dave, you've also splashed around in TV a bit. How do you find the process of doing comedy behind the screen different to when you're on stage?
I feel more people complain when you're on TV, when you're telling jokes. I do find it's people like, oh, that joke was a little bit risky, but when you're in a room, people are like, nah, you can go a little harder. So it's always nice. Also, less ad breaks during my stand-up set, if I've got to be honest.
Yeah.
So for everyone that can come through, it's 60 minutes straight. We don't even break for ads. In saying that, I'm happy to have sponsors. There won't be ad breaks.
I was going to say, have you tried to get any ad breaks involved in your show yet?
I haven't, but I have a mortgage, so I'm willing to sell out.
I'll tell you what.
I don't know if there's any businesses there.
I'll tell you what, Dave. You can promote the Tom and Callum breakfast show on Fresh 92.7. We'll pay you in nothing but a couple of pints of beer, if that fancies you.
Look, I would have, but I did hear you spend a lot of money on Eye of the Tiger from Rocky 3, so I know you've got no money in the coffers. So...
How about we just pay you in our protection from Strawny? We'll be your bodyguards for the entirety of Fringe.
Oh, right. So it's us three against Strawny.
I think so. I think that's how it's panning out.
We're willing to put our necks on the line for you, Dave.
Okay. So, actually, this feels a little unfair now, isn't it? It's three blokes that are going to find Pete Hellier.
Just beat up Pete Hellier.
Well, we put it on air, Pete. Sorry, we're going to have to do it.
We promised the people.
Hey, Dave, just before we wrap things up, we want to give you a couple scenarios really quick, real hypotheticals, and we want you to tell us whether they're possible or unpossible.
Oh, here we go, yeah.
All right, first one, Dave. Your nickname around Adelaide is Horny Thorny.
No, possible. Oh, no, wait a minute. I've got a wife. Impossible. Yeah. Impossible.
Scratch that.
All right, second scenario. You bunk in the same bed as Tommy Little when you stay down here for the Fringe.
We've done that in years gone by. We actually used to stay in the same unit together. So, guys, 10 years ago, possible, but right now, impossible.
Yeah, once again, you have a wife.
Hey, Dave.
I do have a wife, and if I'm not going to waste a leave pass on Tommy.
On Tommy Little, yeah.
Dave, absolute pleasure having you back on the show again. Go check out Dave Thornton's Nothing's Impossible, running from the 16th of Feb all the way to the 25th of Feb. You've been a pleasure as always, Dave. Cheers, mate.
Cheers.
Good on you, legends. Thanks for having me on.
Love this podcast? Support it and sponsor today. Simply head to AuscastNetwork.com for details.